Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 6. We will explain our Venn diagram. It's about similarities and differences between our home Indonesia and our dream country.
Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Rizky Muklas Mubarak. You can call me Rizky. I will explain the difference and similarities of work culture in my dream country to work, Singapore, and work culture in Indonesia. Okay, let's get on with it. For the similarity of work culture in Indonesia and Singapore, the first, in Indonesia and Singapore, speaking quietly and calmly as a form of politeness. Maybe this is fairly standard, but this is very important to do. The second, business cards have an important role. Whether in Singapore or Indonesia, business cards are very important when meeting new colleagues. The third, dresses, shirt and pants or skirts that do not include a blazer are sufficient if the meeting is less formal. This clothing is important as an image and show professionalism. The last, in Indonesia and Singapore, must create good personal relationship with business partners. In both countries, this work culture is indeed a very important point to continue, so that our career is more successful. There are differences in work culture in Indonesia and Singapore. The first, in Indonesia, people or workers are often late and procrastinate from work or meetings, whereas in Singapore, everyone or workers perform work and meetings on time. The second, in Indonesia, people are cooperative, whereas in Singapore, people are more individualistic. The third, in Indonesia, some workers still have a weak disciplinary work ethic, whereas in Singapore, workers have a very strong disciplinary work ethic. And the last, in Indonesian, people usually make small talk before discussing a topic, whereas in Singapore, people don't mince words and get straight to the topic. That is all I can say. Thank you.
Hello Miss, hello everybody, my name is Resa Naswa Urin and you can call me Resa. Now I'm going to tell you about the difference of work culture in my country, that is Indonesia, and work culture in my dream country, that is America. After that, I'm going to tell you about the similarities work culture between Indonesia and America. Let's check it out. Work culture in Indonesia. Number 1. In Indonesia, in addressing the superior, often by using the word Pak or Ibu. For example, Selamat pagi Pak. Number 2. Working attire in Indonesia, either as musician or not, should be dressed modestly or formal, and also be covered. Number 3. In Indonesia, there are many co-workers, but they tend to work independently. Number 4. Indonesia has a special month in which workers earn more wages, such as the month of Ramadan. Work culture in America. Number 1. In America, in addressing the superior, namely by using the word sir or ma'am, or instead use their name. For example, good morning sir, or good morning Vicky. Number 2. Working together in America tends to differ more. Some people dress casually, others dress super tight, and others dress formal. Number 3. In America, business partners are many, but they tend to work together or lead a discussion. Number 4. In America, there are no special months that make workers earn more money. Similarities between Indonesia and America. Number 1. Work time in Indonesia and America is the same, starting from morning to evening. Number 2. Indonesia and America has a wide variety of jobs. Number 3. Equally having a state motto with the same meaning. Different but one. So, in tolerant jobs, workers should also be high. And the last, number 4, Indonesia and America are alike led by a president. Thanks.
My name is Hadira Razika Sandi. I would like to explain mine first. My dream country is South Korea. And I will talk about the similarities first. Indonesia and Korea are both on the Asian continent. Second, both Indonesia and South Korea are republic countries whose head of state is a president. Third, both have the same ethics in speaking to other people. Example, if we want to say thanks to other people, we will say terima kasih kak or terima kasih bu in Indonesian and kamsahamnida yung in Korean. Next, Sam was colonized by Japan. As we know, Indonesia was colonized by Japan for 3.5 years, and Korea was also colonized by Japan. Korea was part of Imperial Japan from 1910 to 1945. Last, has the same Independence Day, both independent in August 1945, Indonesia in 17th and Korea in 15th. Next, the difference between Indonesia and South Korea. First, Indonesia is an archipelago country in Southeast Asia, while South Korea is a country in East Asia covering the southern part of the Korean peninsula. Second, Indonesia is called the country of 1,000 islands or Jamrud Khatulistiwa, and South Korea is called the country of ginseng. Korea is developed country while Indonesia is developing country. Next, in Indonesia, more private transportation user than public transportation, like private motorbikes and private cars to go to the office. But in Korea, people like to use public transportation, like a train or bus to go to their office or on foot. And the next difference is South Korea hold military compulsory for men, but in Indonesia there is no military compulsory. But if you want to become a member of the military, you have to be selected and tested first. If in Indonesia have dangdut as typical music, South Korea have trot as typical music. And next, Indonesia has many languages and tribes, but Korea just have one language, but they have two kinds of letters, it's Hangul and Hanja. And the last one, Indonesia has a slow work pattern as long as the results are good, and Korea has a fast work pattern with good result. And I think we have to try imitate this pattern of work. So that's my Venn diagram explanation. And next.
Hi guys, my name is Adita Matariski and I used to be called Adit, and this time I'll explain a Venn diagram about the differences and the similarities between work culture in Indonesia and my dream country Japan. Indonesia and Japan has some similarities in their work culture because both of them are an archipelago country in Asia. Indonesian and Japanese people are both polite and kind. Both of them took off their shoes inside their houses and used to avoid conflict in their workplace. Although having some similarities, Indonesia and Japan still have some differences in their work culture. Like, even though they are Asian countries, Indonesia is a tropical nation on the equator, while Japan is cold in the north, with snow and ice dominate in winter, temperate in the central regions, and almost tropical on the small southern islands. Then, Japanese people prefer to use public transportation for their daily mobility, while Indonesians prefer to use private transportation for their daily mobility. Indonesian people are still often littering and throw their garbage anywhere, while Japanese people are concerned about garbage and have a habit to leave no trash on them. Alas, Indonesian people have state of mind where they are comfortable with their average job and would want to stay in their comfort zone as long as possible, while Japanese people are hard workers, and it becomes a habit of workalism, and sometimes it causes an overwork phenomenon. I think that's all from me. Thank you for listening and see you next time.
Hello everyone, my name is Bayu Rizky Ramadhani. You can call me Bayu. I'm a student of Communication Science at Telkom University. For this opportunity, I'm going to explain my Venn diagram. It's about the differences and similarities between my country, Indonesia, and my dream country, Germany. Right now, I will talk about the differences between Indonesia and Germany. First, in Indonesia, the average of working is like about 40 hours per week. But In Germany, the average of working is like about 35 hours per week. The second, Indonesia people prefer to use private transportation more than public transportation to go to their office, such as motorcycle and car, while German people prefer to use public transportation to get to work, such as trains. There are many types of trains in Germany, namely the U-Bahn, S-Bahn, and tram. In Indonesia, the culture of being late is common among workers, usually called ngaret, while in Germany, the culture of on time is highly appreciated by every worker. Time is precious in Germany. And the last, Indonesia people like working near deadline. German people don't like working near deadline. Next, I will talk about the similarities work culture between Indonesia and Germany. First, why addressing the superiors politely using an appropriate title. Second, both Indonesia and Germany are republic countries. And the third, being professional at all times. And the last, both Indonesia and Germany have official working language. Thanks for attention and see you.